What's going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today we're going to talk to you about Nio. I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down on what just came out associated to the company, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, it is up 5.53%, a fair amount of volume. So 27.7 million shares have been traded so far. 44.8 is the average. Regrettably, a lot of the volume being done today is linked to shorting as well as just algorithmic trading. You can kind of tell that based on the bar coding right here quite frequently, in fact. And right now there's been only one transaction on the secondary market above $100,000. So it goes to show that institutions still aren't really looking at Nio, despite them pretty much putting out some kick-ass news. So there was one transaction for $108,000 and it was a buy based on the bid, the ask, and the selling price. But what they did put out was this. So Nio Inc. provides June and second quarter 2024 delivery update. So Nio delivered 21,209 vehicles in June of 2024, which is an increase of 98.1% year over year. Nio also did deliver in Q2 57,373, which is an increase of 143.9% year over year. So this is exactly what investors wanted to see for them to hit their marks. So I think generally speaking, this is good, which is justifying the increase in my opinion, but there's a lot of external factors that is doubtful of this news, such as shorts. Shorts right now are increasing 1.38 million shares, and this is why I like to analyze this information, because if they felt that today's increase was justified, they'd be returning shares, but they're not right now at least. 14.54% of the free float is being shorted. That works out to be 189.33 million shares overall being shorted. Utilization 81.98, short score 74.84, and then cost to borrow average is a little bit higher than Friday and currently at 1.46%. So let me know your thoughts on Nio. In case you're new to the channel, I'm just bringing this up more for analysis and just kind of breaking it down why shorts potentially would be increasing. So it's not a squeeze play or anything like that. So make sure you guys do your own due diligence at the end of the day. And when it comes down to options, so I'll give you an overview of what that is currently saying. So 866,000 in calls, 179,000 in puts. Sentiment wise though, 58% of all the options being done today are optimistic and bullish. So this is where you can compile a lot of other data such as shorts. So shorts increasing, and most likely they're the ones that is buying calls just to hedge. And the reason why shorts do hedge is just in case the stock does go up, because right now the broader technicals are somewhat negative, as I've kind of pointed out in previous videos, because right now the Elliott wave technicals, I'll give you guys a quick overview, does have a pivot point of 505. So right now, for as long as Nio is below that point, then it is anticipated to get between that kind of low to mid threes, which is kind of extreme in my opinion, but that's just the broader technicals that is kind of indicating a pullback is necessary for Nio. But obviously, pieces of news such as today could cause a nice reversal. So one thing that shorts do is they hedge, and that obviously limits their losses. So they wouldn't hedge if they didn't feel that there is a strong likelihood that Nio could go up. So this is why I like to analyze a lot of different compiled information, because it kind of paints a picture, if that makes sense. So by shorts potentially hedging, clearly they are anticipating Nio to have a reversal in some regard. So I'm going to go over some of the strong support and resistance points, and as well quickly going back actually to 𝗪𝗡𝗪. We should be getting some analyst ratings coming out fairly soon as they do digest today's data. And in my opinion, you'll probably see $7 plus for ratings based on what just came out, but we'll just have to wait and see. And no doubtably, if there is a lot of $7 ratings that come out, then you should see a nice bump up in the stock price correlated with that as well. But going back over here, of the call options that are being purchased, you do see a consensus for it to be above $4.50. And the reason why it is at $4.50 is clearly shorts. They choose the closest strike price, and that's how I can tell that it's shorts hedging, not necessarily just long investors, because usually investors and institutions choose a further outstrike price because you kind of get more bang for your buck. But as of right now, with it at $4.39, it is trading between this pivot and this R1. So $4.53 is going to be the next strong resistance / target, and then vice versa, $4.33 is going to be that next strong support that you'll want to watch for Nio to hold. And on the actual chart itself, so it is still low percentile of the Bollinger Band. I did a video recently on Friday, in fact, how based on the technicals and everything, it was kind of pointing for it to trend down, despite it kind of holding its gains for the last week and a half. But with today's news, that again could cause that nice reversal. We'll just have to wait and see. But stochastic, you do see a bearish deviation, minor one, so red line above the white, and plus it is at 17, so considered very oversold. So in general, if a good piece of news does come out, I feel like more operational rather than anything, then you could see a rush of value investors getting in. A number of retail investors are starting to get back into Nio a little bit ever since the 21st. Mind you, it still is below zero, so essentially Nio is still losing more retail than what it's getting on a daily basis. So I think Nio is one of those long-term plays. I get it. A lot of my videos are very short-term kind of minded, what is happening in the next several trading days or possibly the next week. But if you do really believe in Nio and just EVs are going to be the next big thing, then yeah, take advantage of these discounted prices. But like I said, there could be some potential further pullback that does happen. We'll just have to wait and see. Let me know your thoughts on Nio. Give yourself a shout out. Have you been buying? Have you been selling? What have you been doing with Nio? And like I said in my last video, I probably won't be buying any Nio right now until, or if it does potentially pull back to kind of that Elliott wave technicals target. But again, I think I'm pretty comfortable with my two positions already. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And one final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.